Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? KMB the Sexy Ninja in the place to be for C+ Studios and a Paper Saber universe. Let's talk about Dynamite. In Phoenix, Arizona, right down the street. I was very jelly of my little brother. He got to go to the show, but he got me a shirt. So why not? Taz, Tony Schiavone, Excalibur on commentary. We start the show with a big match. The All-Atlantic Championship match, Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta. I had a lot of fun during this match. Orange Cassidy with that orange punch twice, baby. And Wheeler Yuta, he's part of that Blackpool Combat Club, so he can't crack the armor, Even Claudio had to come out and smarten him up and be like, hey, bitch, And this was a fun match. Orange Cassidy for the win. And then Orange Cassidy tried to go in for a hug. Nothing. Wheeler Yuta leaves. We get backstage with Renee. She's with the Hangman Page and Evil Uno. Evil Uno's telling Hangman, like, hey, man, you need to let us fight. You need to let us do what we need to do. Because lately you have not been the Dark Order, my fella, So this is why Evil Uno is going to face Jon Moxley. And he is not afraid of Jon Moxley. Ricky Starks comes out, has an open contract for Revolution, tricks Jericho into signing it and saying no JAS, no outside interference, nobody on the outside of the ring, just a mano y mano, Jericho versus Ricky Starks. But the way they played it off, because Jericho comes like, I don't need to beat you, I already know I can. And Ricky playing it so well, like, I know you can beat me, Chris. And he's like, and Jericho's like, I know you can beat me. Yeah, I know you know. Do you know? Yeah, I know you know. You know? Because I know. You know. Jericho's like, yeah, and I don't need the JAS. Because Ricky twisted his mind and made him decide not to have the JAS out there. And so he signs the contract, and then Ricky Starks just has this big grin and smile, looks at the camera and winks, and he's like, I got my way. So it's going to be Jericho, Ricky Starks here, March 5th, Revolution. Lee Moriarty and Big Bill with Stokely versus the Acclaimed with Daddy Ass. The Acclaim wins. The Guns come out. We're building towards this big, basically fatal 4-way tag team match. It's, right now the Guns and the Acclaimed are in it. We know who comes up next. We'll talk about that in a bit. But we're building up this story, and I'm enjoying it very, very much. With the Acclaimed, I want them to win back their titles, but I'm also rooting for the Guns because I like the Guns, even though they are. But it's so weird. It's like after the Acclaim wins and everything like that, Tony just randomly stands on the ramp, and I was like, where? Oh, he's bringing out Christian Cage. Jungle Boy attacks, and Jungle Boy has the upper hand for now until he gets a low blow to the Jungle Fruits. And goes down, and Christian Cage is vicious and malicious, and he just rams his head into a chair, leaves him there bloody. Christian Cage and Jungle Boy, I feel like they're going to fight at Revolution, and nothing's confirmed yet for that, but we could be a long-term storytelling with these two. We got a Wardlow and Joe package, Wardlow versus Samoa Joe at Revolution for the TNT Championship. They're going to beat the shit out of each other, We had Saraya versus Sky Blue, and it was kind of fun texting my brother during this match. During the show, because he's like, because he's never been to an AEW show and everything like that, so he's like, this place is rocking, man. This crowd is wild in a WWE crowd. I'm like, it's an indie show with money. And I'm not dissing the product, I'm just saying that's what it is, and that's why I've come to love AEW in that scope of I'm going to see some badass shit, man. And then I texted him Sriracha, and he was like, he texted me back laughing. He's like, I was like, yeah, Saraya sucks. her ability in that ring has gone a few levels down. I don't want to hate the hate, but I'm just saying, just noticing with her versus Sky Blue, she got the win. You know, there's Toni Storm and Sky Blue loses, and Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. Then Ruby Soho's at the top of the ramp, and she points at Jamie Hayter, and then all of a sudden we finally got it was like last week, that confusion when like Soraya was pointing towards the Revolution sign, like, make your choice. Is it make your choice? I'm like, what? Make a choice of what? But we finally got it boiled down. Ruby Soho challenged Jamie Hayter for her championship, and Soraya is going to be part of that, a triple threat match at Revolution. Now, the meats and potatoes of this show. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, cuts a promo, and MJF comes out and he tells him why I hate you. He's like, I will swallow a handful of pills to keep this championship. That handful of pills are not, MJF can get under your skin, and when he's like, I'm going to talk to your kids, Dragon. I'm going to talk to you. And I like the fact he says that. I'm talking to your kids, Dragon. It's like a superhero, super villain type thing, calling him Bryan Danielson by Dragon. This was just some really good shit. And then they get into it, and man, they get into it really like a big old fight. And Bryan Danielson got the fucking hit at the end. I was like, oh shit, I was just like, damn, man, these two are going to destroy each other in that 60-minute Iron Man match. At first, I thought it said 80 because the graphics were like the separation with the 6. They looked more like an 8. I was like, an 80-minute? God damn! Let's go, man. An hour and 20 minutes. Let's do this. But no, it's a 60-minute Iron Man match. I can't wait. We had the tag team Revolution Battle Royale. Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal are going to go on in that fatal 4-way for the tag team titles at Revolution. Mark Briscoe comes out. This match is just crazy. Everything's going, like, you know what I mean? Like, everything. I thought the Best Friends were going to win. There was teases. Dan Hazen cursed somebody. It was just a rocking good time. A little chaotic to begin with, but the ending was like, whoa. I'm still fuck Jeff Jarrett, but still, they're going to be part of that big tag team match. I just love me some good Jay Lethal, and if Jeff Jarrett has to be attached to that, I guess so. All right? The House of Black from last week, and I'm sorry I did not do a review for Rampage. Elimination Chamber was on the brain, and that was it. That was all. I did watch the show. It was fun. But the House of Black going against the Elite. Oh, fuck. Yes. When I first, this whole trios championship and stuff like that, I was like, that's kind of stupid, But now that I'm like in it, I'm like, I love those trios championships. Yeah. And we got to the big Tony Khan reveal. He said he had big news for everybody, huge news. And he comes out and he's with Renee, and he's like, yeah, news. Adam Cole can talk about it. Walks off. And I was like, okay, Adam Cole talks about it. But we're after Dynamite starting in March. They didn't say a date. So I'm guessing it's either in mid-March or something once they can get it fully going. But they're going to have AEW's All Access show. So, and you're going to get behind the scenes of AEW. You're going to get the what goes on storyline. Like Adam Cole says, you're going to get to see his journey back into the ring. And when that show debuts, Adam Cole will have his in-ring return that night. So, yeah. That's the big news. I was hoping like Ring of Honor got a TV deal with TBS or TNT or something of that nature, just because I was like, So we shall see. I'm excited. AEW All Access, why not? And I found out this. So I was under the impression for that Rampage was a live show. And this is me. I'm a mark. So, I was under the impression that when they do the Rampage show, they do the dark, AEW dark. Then they do the Rampage show since it's an hour. That makes sense. 2 hours, you know, blah, blah. But my brother went, he saw AEW Dark before Dynamite. Then after Dynamite, I was like, hey, man, that was a good show. You better ready to leave? He goes, no, now we're going to do Rampage. I was like, oh, and he sent me a picture of the Bucks. I was like, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers, because we're setting up a lot of stuff for, you know, for Rampage this week, and I want to go in surprise and stuff like that. But I was like, oh, and I texted him, I was like, it's all a lie. I thought Rampage was live on, you know, like they did AEW Dark. Then they go live to the program for Rampage. That's why everybody's in the ring already, you know, because due to time and stuff like that, can't do the entrances. But no, never mind. They shoot it all in one night, and that's pretty goddamn smart. You know, so even for a 1 hour show, I'm a mark, man. I'm a mark. Full blown. I got swerved. Now, the main event, Jon Moxley versus Evil Uno. These two beat the shit out of each other. So much so, the blood just keeps pouring from Evil Uno's mask. Oh, man, there was so much blood. Then Jon Moxley got busted open after the match, after he won from Hangman Page because he had the barbed wire. They got the Texas death match coming up. They're going to murder each other. It just went to pure chaos. Shout out to Evil Uno, man. He has that body weight that I like. That's thick. And Hangman comes out, Dark Order, Blackpool Combat Club. It's just chaos. And for last man standing is Hangman Page, because he was going to give him a buckshot lariat when after he busted it open. Then Moxley leaves, and he's on the ramp, and he's all bloody and stuff like that. So it's just like, oh, baby. So these two are going to kill each other. Revolution's right around the corner, and it's on a Sunday, so I can watch it live. Fucking excited, man. And the card is shaping up to be a card. I'm like, oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, give me more. I give this show a solid 5 out of 5. I had a damn good time from top to bottom. I even had a better time with my brother being there and texting him between then and being like, hey, there's this person. Oh shit, yeah, you got to see this. But he got caught up in Camp Verde because we have a big snowstorm that's going on right now. So he got caught up in Camp Verde before he couldn't come up because the highways were closed. But he's doing fine now. So he's back up in town. But shout out to him. He got me an MJF shirt. I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, my boy, MJF is king. So 5 out of 5. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Then after that, hit that like. Hit that subscribe button. Share it with your grandma. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Hi, Birdie. Hi, buddy. It's your Uncle Max here. I just wanted you to know that come March 5th at Revolution, I'm gonna make Dad pay.